So good morning. So today let us learn about how do we nest columns in the bootstrap. In bootstrap, the entire web page that is being displayed will be spanned to 12 columns. So entire textual content, graphical content, audio or video or any such kind of contents will be available and from column 1 to column 12. So in bootstrap, the columns can be spanned till 12. It means you will have 12 columns in the web page. Okay. Now, how do we put one column within the another column is called as nesting the columns. To showcase the demonstration of nesting columns, imagine there are 12 columns which will have some text. Okay. First, let us see how the columns is being split. So in the nesting columns, we use a class called as a row. Okay. So division class is equal to row and we are closing that division. Now I use column SM-4. Means I want to split my columns equally. So if I want to split my columns equally of 12, so I should have 4 as one column, 4 as second column, 4 as third column. So I use column hyphen SM hyphen 4. SM means small. In the previous classes, I told you have medium, you have small, you have large, etc. So I use a small m block. So I want to split this 12 columns into 4 columns, 3 columns equally by having 4 columns spanning together. So I have 4 which corresponds to A. I have again another 4 columns which corresponds to B. I have another 4 columns which corresponds to say C. So by mistake I have written here B, so it will be a C. Okay, it will be C. So A contains 4 columns, B contains 4 columns, and C contains 4 columns. Okay, so I have split the columns equally, having 4, 4, and 4 respectively. Next, I would like to have 3 unequal columns. Okay, so the first column will have 3 columns spanned. Second column will have 3 columns spanned. And third column, I have 4 columns spanned. So 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. So A contains 3 columns spanned, B contains 5 columns spanned, and the C contains 4 columns spanned. Now, under A, I can split the columns. Under B, I can split the columns. Under C, I can split the columns. Suppose, say, here in the first example, under A has got 4 columns. Now I want to split A into say 2 columns. Okay, then I have to give 6 plus 6, that is 12. Because if I want to have like 3 and a 9, still it is possible. So likewise, I can have a split of columns again in another column. If A is a column, I can have A1, A2, A3. Again, A1, if I want, I can have A11, A12, and A13. So like this, it is possible to split in number of columns in a given row. Now, let us see an example. Now we would like to have some columns under A or B or C. That is where the concept of nesting columns comes into picture. So what is the typical definition? So nesting one column under the other column is called as nesting of columns. Now let us take an example here. So we have 12 columns. Okay. So what I have done is assume this dark brown is A and light blue is B. So I have split 8 and 4. This is A is 8, B is 4. Now I have split the 12 columns into 8 and 4. So you have class as row and division class column is 8. Okay, so 8 it is showcasing here. B I will just go like this. Okay, so this is 8 and I have let's say 4. I'll split 8. Yeah, this is 8 columns and this is 4 columns. So under this A, under this column 8, okay, under this column 8, I want to split again say 50%, 50%. So again, under that you have a class row and I have 6, 6 of block say small. Okay, 6, 6 means say 50%, 50%. So you have 8 till 4 will be one column, next 4 will be another column. Okay, then you close that say division and close the division for 8. Next we have 4. Suppose if you want to split in B, so you have to put this part of code. So under this, you have to put this part of code under this one. Now, if you say again 6 6, again it is 50%, 50%. So this will be one column and this will be another column. Okay. So so in nutshell, when you're giving this values say 6 6, so the total should be 12 under any case. Suppose if you are giving 3 here, okay. Suppose if you are giving 3 here, how much you have to give here? So you have to give here 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Make sure the sum will be always should be 12. Okay. So under this column, I am putting one more column. Okay. That is column SM6 and column SM6. So one is shown in yellow color and other is shown in green color. Okay. This is called as nesting of columns. So how is the analysis? First web page is divided into 8 columns and 4 columns respectively. Under A, you have 8 columns which are 6 and 6. So again under 6, if you want to have multiple classes, you can divide. So this is the demonstration of nesting of columns. You see example 2. The previous example we had 8 and 4. Again under 8 we have made 50%, 50%. Now in this I have 8 and 4. So 8 belongs to this set and 4 belongs to this. Under again the set I want to have 7 and I have to have 5. So under this purple color I have blue color as 7 and dark gray as 5. So this 8 is being split up into 7 and 5. So what I mean to say, you can have any number of combinations. So depending upon the number you give in this column SM7 or column SM number 5, the split will take place. But you have to make sure that it is always 12. So you can also see the code for the complete code for this example 2 is being given here. So here you have class row 8 and I can apply a style background color lavender. Okay, under that you have light cyan and light gray. Okay, so you can apply the background color and this is being defined in some class. Okay, So this is an example, simple example to demonstrate the usage of nesting columns. The question for this, illustrate how do you nest the columns in bootstrap. So you can write a typical example for this. You can see all the illustrations should be accompanied with example. If you have any questions, please revert back to me.